Hey, it's Phil. I've got my grubby little mitts on the latest update to ChatGPT, which is GPT-4 Turbo. One of the many new features of Turbo is that you can give it much bigger source materials to work with, so training data or context. What I've done here is upload the entire script to Shakespeare's Macbeth, which of course is out of copyright, and I've instructed the bot to create an interactive drama based on that script, and just to update it for a modern audience. Obviously, this is sort of an experiment that we could see maybe applying to both teaching English literature, but also it's an interesting experiment in how you might create interactive drama from a script that's already been written. And obviously, this is just what this stuff looks like today. There's huge potential for this down the line. Anyway, before I ramble on too much, let's just give it a go, eh?
Great. Let's set the scene. You're Macbeth, and you've just had a significant victory. As you and your mate Banquo are heading back, you run into three strange characters who seem to know more about your future than they should. First one says you're going to be the chief. The second pipes up about wealth, and the third throws in that you'll be the big boss one day. Banquo gets told his kids are going to be important too, but that's all a bit vague. These cryptic messages get under your skin. They're promising, sure, but they also feel a bit off. As they disappear as quickly as they appeared, you're left wondering, what's next? Now, Phil, you've got this wild prophecy in your lap. Do you shrug it off, or does it start to mess with your head? What's your play?
Well, I like the idea of power, of course. I'm not sure how I'm going to get there, and I'm also a little bit worried about this Banquo's kids. What's going on there?
The power's tempting, isn't it? It gets you thinking about what's possible, and what you might have to do to get there. And yeah, the bit about Banquo's kids is a head-scratcher. It could mean they're destined for greatness. But what does that mean for you in the long run? As you mull this over, you're starting to piece together a plan. You're thinking about your own rise and how to secure your position. And those kids? Well, they could be a threat down the line, or they could be allies. You're not sure yet. You're at a crossroads, Phil. Do you take a bold step towards what's been promised, or do you play the long game? How do you want to approach this?
I think I should play the long game, but I want to win. I want to kill some folk.
Playing the long game with a mind to win, you're thinking like a true strategist, Macbeth. You're ready to make bold moves, but with a calculated approach. It's about timing, isn't it? Waiting for the perfect moment to strike, all while keeping your ambition under wraps. So you decide to keep your cards close to your chest, waiting for the opportune moment. But the desire to act, to seize power is there, simmering beneath the surface. You'll bide your time, watch the players on the board, and when the moment comes, you'll make your move decisively. We're picking up with you and Lady Macbeth back at home. The air's thick with the promise of power and the tension of what's to come. Lady Macbeth is all fired up by the prophecy. She's got that gleam in her eye, the kind that says she's ready for anything. She knows about the witches and their words, and she's pushing you not to let this chance slip by. She says, why wait for fate to hand you power on a silver platter? Take it. It's yours for the taking. You're torn. The risk is high, but the reward? It could be everything you've ever wanted. So, Phil, as Macbeth, do you share her urgency? Or are you still playing it cool, thinking about the best way to play your hand?
Well, I think Lady Macbeth is pushing me, and I think she's right. I think I should push myself and step up to the challenge ahead of me. However, I think we need to check our kitchen cabinets to see if we've got any vanish in, and if not, could Lady Macbeth nip to Tesco and get some, because it's very good for stain removal.
Macbeth is stepping up, feeling the push from Lady Macbeth and his own ambition. But he's also practical. He knows that if things get messy, they need to be ready for any kind of cleanup. So Macbeth says, before we go any further, let's see if we're prepared for all eventualities. We might need to cover our tracks at a moment's notice. Lady Macbeth nods, understanding the hint. She checks the cabinet and, finding it lacking, agrees to pop out for some vanish. She's on board with the plan, every step of the way, prepared to do whatever it takes to see you rise to power. With that sorted, you're now ready to wait for the perfect moment to make your move. It's a game of patience and nerve now, Macbeth. When the time comes, will you be ready to act?
I am so ready to act and claim my rightful place. And I think that's probably where we want to close the interaction for now before things get messy.
That's the spirit, Phil. Macbeth is ready, the stage is set, and the pieces are in motion. The anticipation is building for what's to come. You're poised on the edge of a decision that will change everything. And with that, we'll pause the action here, leaving the audience wondering just how you'll seize your moment and what the fallout will be. It's a story of ambition, action, and the lengths one will go to for power. The tale is far from over, and the next moves will define the legacy of Macbeth. Until the story continues, the throne seems just within reach.
Thanks, ChatGPT. So there you go, an example of using a full script for a play reconfigured by ChatGPT using GPT-4 Turbo into fully interactive drama that a learner or a group of learners can play. So I think that's fascinating. More from me soon. Cheers. Bye.